the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Rutledge. He finds his man, complete. That's Wade. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On first down, Rutledge. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run the option left side. A little juke. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees the crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. Rutledge. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, first down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Under pressure, they got him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Two straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now they'll run on the draw, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it, but here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Garabay's kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass, because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Once again, it's Swift. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Prescott.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Yeah, he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action now. Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw is Prescott.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burko?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And some space here.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rutledge. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun. Rutledge. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Rutledge. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that
play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Garibay on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on second down, Rutledge. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Rutledge. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return is Williams. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing to start the drive. Rutledge. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Off the play fake. Rutledge. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Rutledge got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Keep it moving. Do it.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Prescott. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Nothing in that 1st half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
They should have put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To Williams on a jet sweep. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, 61 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first. But this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, Rutledge over the middle, complete. It's Wade, and he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, that's exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rutledge. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott from the gun. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Holding. Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nailed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Prescott's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott yet again. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Rutledge. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 9-yard pickup just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. Here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Rutledge. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. He's got them now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 24. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Prescott on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. He's got this complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Prescott. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Only needing 2 yards on second down. To the air again, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now, and they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's the option going right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.